Hello, Louisiana Beer Reviews. We're doing a duo review, of course, because we've got two people, of Evergreen Terrace.
Yeah, it's got that fancy, it's a fancy can art thing. Looks like it got a parody of the Simpsons characters on this in otter fashion.
Yeah, they always use otters for their little character. And
I know nothing about this brewery or nothing about this beer, so you're going to have to take lead.
it's Pontoon Brewing, and
Okay.
it is from a town called Sandy Springs, Georgia. And we started getting their beers about a year ago.
I heard it.
Started getting a lot of them. And it's this particular one is 8% alcohol, and it's 100 IBUs. It's a double West Coast, and they use...
It's almost an imperial.
Yeah, and they use, well, 8%. They use Citra, Simcoe, and Strata hops, and plus Michigan Chinook hops. Citra, Simcoe, Strata, plus Michigan Chinook.
So, we do know that there's two major IPA styles. Which one is this one? This is West Coast. I think it says at the bottom.
That's what it says, double West Coast.
Yeah, it says at the very bottom of the cartoon on the front.
Yeah.
Your fingers were over. Okay, well, that's my favorite style, is the old West Coast.
Let me go check on putting something outside, because I don't trust something when I can't keep my eyes on it.
Hold up.
So this is very orange, and it has an off-white head, and you cannot see through it.
It's slightly hazy, which is
hazy.
Not indicative of this style.
No, and look at the chunks.
Not.
It's a hazy
really
West Coast?
expecting.
Okay. Strange.
Not
You
really
want to go
what I
outside?
was
You're going to stay
expecting.
right there. Come on outside.
The host has left. Don't know why. Well, I know why. I'll let him tell you why. So I can talk about the beer a little bit. It's got a white, kind of eggshell, slight foam head on top. It looks opaque and hazy. So I don't really understand why it's got the West Coast label on it. Maybe the smell will give it away.
Sorry, I couldn't deal with that inside-outside.
It does smell like a West Coast, but it's certainly, the appearance, if you can
not.
see, is cloudy, hazy.
And it's in Georgia on the East Coast. So, okay.
All right. Yeah. Cheers. I talked a little bit about the color and all that while you were going. Wait, before you... Do we see something that's happening all the time? Again.
Well, you can have some more, but it's got some...
Oh, it's got the chunks in it. That was by design.
No, I really didn't expect...
Mr. Swish and Pour.
I didn't expect to see that, actually.
All right. Let's go ahead and taste this. See what it's all about. 8%, huh?
Mm-hmm. When you get to 100 IBUs, it's bitter, but in a bright floral type of bitterness, like juicy, and fruity.
Yeah, it's juicy, fruity,
Bitter.
and it's got that slight cake batter going on too. You tasting it?
Yeah, almost like lupulin powder, which is like the dried hop powder. I don't know. Body's kind of grainy, granulated body.
It tastes a little bit like Torpedo.
Yeah.
Torpedo 6.5.
Semi-dry
You probably get it at a better price than you got for this.
Except that I don't really see Torpedo anymore.
It's all over my area.
Yeah, it's kind of faded from here, but I'm in a limited.
We get all kinds of.
I'm in a limited availability zone,
We got, of course, the pale ale, and we get the all the bright can series they did. We get all of those.
It's a matter of your population can support it.
Yeah. There's an Imperial that comes in that purple can, which is really good, and somebody commented on Alcohol Legs about it. They were like, oh yeah, I drink the whole can, I'm a fast drinker. And I was like, just pour it in a glass.
Oh yeah.
So everyone can see what it looks like.
All that controversy this week.
Yeah.
And I didn't say you
If
must.
you don't want to put it in a glass, we'll put it in a
I didn't
glass.
say you must pour it in a glass. I didn't say
My whole point was
Be nice
that
to see
if
it.
you put it in a glass and maybe other folks that are members of the group or actually see this group through members, like, you know, people look over someone's shoulder and they're interested in it, and they might say, oh, you know, I saw that in the store and I noticed it came in a can, so I really can't see what it looks like. So it gives everyone a little
right. They see it in the
taste of
glass, they
color,
might like the appearance and go
style.
buy it.
Yeah,
You
you
know?
can see if it's clear or not, if it's cloudy.
Well, some people are kind of, guess you'd say, defensive about things, but
I would say defensive.
no, I'm saying
I think some folks just don't really think about that sometimes.
right. I mean, if you want to drink beer out of a can or glass or a bottle, it doesn't make any difference to me. It's just, it would be nice to see how it looks. Okay,
Plus, also the advantage of drinking it out of a glass
release the
is
carbonation.
it releases carbonations
And you
too.
don't feel full.
Full and bloated.
These guys at work were telling me, man, when I drink beer, it makes me feel full and bloated. I said, let me ask you a question. I said, you drink straight out the bottle or can?
Well, yeah.
Like, that was a strange question to ask them. I said, if you pour it in a glass and get a big thick head of foam and let it set for about a minute,
Yeah.
you're not going to feel bloated.
Yeah, kind of like when we're at my place and do the reviews, I always kind of like to do them in the what are those glasses I use? I mean, they're porter glasses. I'm just trying to think of what brand.
New Belgium.
New Belgium glasses. They're a perfect tulip type, and it's called a porter glass. And so what it does, it fills just like this little snifter does, but it's fuller, and it allows for a oh, got yourself some more, huh? Cheers.
Look at the chunks.
I don't want the chunks. I'm not into cake batter or whatever that is.
That's just probably yeast chunks. All right, so how do you score this thing? Yeah, those are good, nice glasses that you have. Those New Belgium glasses are really nice.
It tastes really good. The style's off in appearance.
In appearance. But
So
you-
I don't know if they made it like that or if it didn't go through a filtration process that it should have went through. Cause,
It doesn't taste old, even though it could be because there's no date.
Yeah.
But I know it can't be old because this one didn't arrive too long ago. But it would be nice, you know, kind of have a date on
Yeah,
it.
put date on it, guys.
We can't taste the appearance. All right, we can't taste the appearance,
Okay,
but we can look at it.
Did you want me to grade it?
Yeah.
Okay, you're going on.
No, it's just bringing up that point. We're gonna grade it on how it tastes.
Okay.
We can't taste
Grade
the
it on it.
appearance.
If I grade it on the taste, it's an A. The styles, the appearance on the style, I gotta give it a C, because every West Coast style I ever had was clear.
Yeah.
So you stoned, you sit there with Sarah about it, just about anything coming from the West Coast is a West Coast style.
I guess
This is more like the Dirty Coast style, which we call Gulf of Mexico style, where they created this haze based off of the New England style.
with the flavor.
Yeah. So it looks like it's in a New England style, but it tastes like it's a West Coast style. So I'm kind of confused about what style it really is. Maybe it needs to be filtered again a little bit more. Use a finer filter, and maybe get some of that stuff out of it. If you did that, I would give it a total A, but I got to give it a B.
It's a little strange on the appearance. I'll agree with that. When I poured it, you probably saw on my face. I was like looking at it like, wait a minute. But it tastes really great, and
Right, it does taste really good. Minus the cake batter. That's why I said it needs to
Yeah.
filter a little more.
and I'm gonna go with an A because I like it overall, although with some questions. But I'm gonna go with 93 out of 100. 9.3.
Pretty high for something that's not even an appearance of the style.
But like I said, I can't drink the appearance. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm only seeing it. So, I mean, that's the least important to me. The most important to me is the smell and the taste. And then third would be mouthfeel, because you know sometimes these things will feel funny in your mouth, like
Well,
cereal.
this one had that kind of little cake batter going
Granulated
on.
thing?
I didn't get all the chunks like you did.
Yeah, it's minimal.
So I
though.
refuse to drink those things.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna go with 93. I think it's a most excellent product. If you see it, buy it and try it, and tell us what you think about it. I don't know why they had this one on discount. because it's been running for like $3.99 a can, but they had it for $1.99.
Mm.
Like, I don't ask, I just get it, you know. If I take advantage, if I could take advantage of it, I do. You know?
Yeah, I just stopped at your beer store and see anything was worth buying, honestly.
Yeah, well, hey, well,
I thought everything was overpriced.
you're not under obligation to try anything.
And I'm driving all the way in from the city, and we get better deals in the city. Just saying.
Well, yeah, because you got more competition.
Well, we got a plethora of stores. You only got one or two out here.
You got a plethora, and we got a one,
Right.
really, basically
Yeah,
one. You know?
pretty much.
All right, so,
And along the way, there's nothing but like convenience stores.
and if you go to the next parish upriver, you're going to really see much less because they're too far from New Orleans, but they're too far from Baton Rouge, so
Yeah. Yeah.
they don't need to compete.
Yeah. I would highly suggest next time you're in town, do your beer shopping over there.
Okay, okay.
Just saying.
Enough. All right. Anyway, what number do you have?
I gave it a B. You get 85. That's a B.
Okay, 85 and 93. That's a big gap.
It's
It's a big gap.
middle of a road B.
But I think we explained why.
Yeah.
All right, and we're going to end this review by saying laissez les bon temps aller. Go to Georgia and tour Pontoon Brewing.
And just because I gave it a solid B doesn't mean it's a bad beer.
No, that would be a D.
It just means it's not excellent.
Right.
Hey guys, if you see it, try it out. I think it's worth trying. You may have a different outlook on it than I did.
Yeah, bad would be a D.
Enjoy.